What's up, everybody? Oh, wait. You can't see me. Crap. We gotta fix that. Yeah, that's a lot better. Let's go with that. Roll the intro. Welcome back, everybody. Breaking news. Today we're going to be starting an exposure series. Yeah, you heard it right, exposure. We're going to cover ISO, shutter speed, and aperture. But today we're just going to talk about ISO. I get it. What is ISO? ISO is the sensitivity to light of a sensor or film. It's adjustable in most cameras, most time ranging between 200 to 1600, but some of the higher end cameras can go up to stuff like 3200 and 6400 and 12800. So I'm going to show you guys a chart just of how exposure works, and I'm going to explain it to you. As you can see right here, you want to shoot with a low exposure when you have a lot of light, a lot of natural light already, and what that's going to do is make the sensor less sensitive and cause less noise. And when I say noise, I mean like the grain in those photos that you don't really want, and they really look unprofessional. And you want to shoot at a high ISO for the exact opposite reasons. When you don't have enough natural light around you, you need to crank up the ISO, but be cautious, because at this time, the sensor is highly sensitive, and it's a greater chance of having a lot of noise in your photo. Example, if you're shooting outside on a sunny day, it's nice, beautiful, you want to shoot a low ISO, preferably around 200, sometimes 100, depends on how bright it is outside. But if you shoot indoors for probably like a well-lit room, you want to crank the ISO up to 800 to about 1600 to be able to take natural lit photos. Also, you want to play with the ISO. You don't want to crank it up too high when it's outside and it's sunny already, and then you have a photo that looks like this, but you can't even really recognize it, and the subject is unrecognizable. Then again, you don't want to shot this underexposed to the point where the picture is too dark and you can't see anything, or you can't even see what's going on in the photo. So you kind of want it in a sweet spot right in the middle, and you kind of want it to look like this, where the shot is perfectly exposed and you can see everything that's going on, the subject is clear, and you can get the whole view of the surroundings. Don't get me wrong, you can try to fix this in post, but it's an extreme pain to work with. And it's always better if the photo is naturally lit perfectly from the beginning. This technique works well with videos as well. As you can see here, that this clip here is underexposed and you really can't see anything. But if I crank it up to the sweet spot, it becomes perfectly bliss, just like this right here. So you want to take your camera and play around with the ISO. You want to go in different places and take a couple shots and play with the ISO to really get a feel of the different places. You know that, okay, well, I know it's going to be kind of bright outside, so I can do it 200. Okay, well, maybe it's kind of cloudy, so it's not as bright. I can crank it up to about 4, but that's the max. Or if I'm indoors and if I want to have a well naturally lit photo, I may need to crank it up to 800 and still not have as much noise as I would if I was cranking it up to like 32, of course. So, once again, lower ISO when you got a lot of light in the area already, and higher ISO when you have barely any light, if anything, or not enough lighting around to lit the subject or whatever you're taking of. So you probably want to crank it up a little higher, but not too high, because you don't want, like I said, the sensor is sensitive and you don't want to create that much noise or grain in photos where it just looks bad, you know. So that pretty much wraps up ISO. Like I said, it's a pretty simple topic, but everybody needs to know it, especially if you're a photographer. So stay tuned for the rest of the exposure series, and thank you guys so much, and leave a comment, drop a like, and tell your thumb to hit the subscribe button, and I'll see you guys soon. Peace out. Woo!